rockin' to daddy from Mississippi way. Well, I rock all night and I rock all day. Rock my baby, just the world is mine. I can rock you, baby, just any old time. Well, the men don't like me cause I got them on the line. My baby's crazy about me cause I take my time. She need me little rockin', won't you tell me so? Give you that rock I never had before. Rock it, boy. Rock 'em over and I rock 'em down. I rock 'em in the country and I rock 'em in the town. If you need a little rockin', won't you tell me so? Give you better rock I never had before. Rockin' on. Well, I rocked the man that's on Dancing Main. Up walked a lady and she asked me my name. Well, I told her my name was on the tail of my shirt. I'm a rocket, your daddy don't have to work. Won't you tell me so? Give you that rock I never had before. Well, I never went to college and I never went to school, but when it comes to rockin', I'm a rockin' fool. Yeah, if you need a little rockin', just tell me so. Give you that rock I never had before. I play a little bit of all types now, because that I do play in rock and roll. That don't mean that I just play that all together. I have more or less what you call a Duke's mixture. I play a little bit of all of it, with the exception of grand opera, which I don't play. I just hate it. I don't like it at all. But all the rest of it, comedy, blues, country, hillbilly, western, rockabilly, as well as rock and roll and stuff like that is the kind I play. But I don't play just one kind all the time. I mix it up. That way, you're going to get something that everybody likes. You can't miss if you get all of it. Exceptions of that grand opera. If they like that, they'll just have to go somewhere else. We went a-hunting the other night, just me and my gal without a light. Man, the moon is so pretty and the air is so free, and I just couldn't help but to make hoopy, and it felt big. Yeah, man, had the neck a little too. Well, I was walking ahead and heard the snap, and there she lay in a big steel trap. She fell on the hill and she started to roll. She couldn't stop to save her soul. Twisting around and screwing about. Well, we started on, and we came to a bog. And to get across, we had to walk a log. With halfway over and 1 foot slip, down in the mud, clean up to her hip, she fell. Oh, shucks, whoop it on up. When the wine goes in, the truth comes out. There's 2 more shots and I'll tell it all. He go slow as shucks. Well, I got her out and I dried her off. She started to sneeze and cough, catching cold. Felt miserable. She looked at me like a cat would at the mice, and her teeth would rattle like a paradise, throwing 7 and 11. Well, we started on. My dogs had treed in a hollow log, and down she squatted like a big pool frog. With a hair on her nose, she grunted like a hog, and the polecat sprayed her with a mess of fog. Boy, boy, what a odor. Had to put her in a barrel and bury her clothes and take her home that way too. Cotton hose and brogan shoes, she had powder on her nose, lipstick, rouge. The dress was made from flour sacks with the name of the flower was stamped on her back as in all kinds of brands. But it's cheap stuff and holy too. Well, we started home at the hour of 12. What happened to this old gal was hard to tell. Stockings down and the shoes on lace. She said, I come from a hunting race. What are you crying about, son? What do you want anyhow? Tell us.
La 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 la.
You want who?
La 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 la.
You want your mama?
La la.
Say yes, ma'am.
La la la.
Well, call your mama then. Say, whoa, mama.
La la la.
Say, I want my mama.
La 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 la.
Poor little fella. Well, got a little girl lives over on the hill, lives over on the hill, lives over on the hill. She's a moonshiner's daughter, but I love her still. Baby, ain't she coming up night? Well, me and my gal sit down on a stoop, sit down on a stoop, sit down on a stoop. Her dad came out and made me loop the loop. Well, I ain't going back tonight. Got a little gal, got freckles on her face, got freckles on her face, got freckles on her face. Asked her where she got them, said she got them every place. Yeah, I got a little gal, she thinks I'm a king, she thinks I'm a king, she thinks I'm a king, said she gonna crown me and everything. Baby's coming up night. got a little gal, she got a wooden leg, she got a wooden leg, got a wooden leg, got splinters in my hand. I guess that's why they call her Peg. Baby, and she's coming up night. Well, I ain't no ditching man, but I'm a ditching man's son. I can do your scoopy-boopy-doodle until your ditching man comes. Oh, scoop it up, boy. I'm a scoopy-boopy-doodler, and I come from Memphis, Tennessee. Well, I scoopy-boopy-doodle right, scoopy-boopy-doodle left. Sometimes I think you're gonna scoop-it-boop-a-doodle me to death. Now scoop it up, boy. Tell me how you want your scoop-it-boop-a-doodling done. Do you want to do's just like my old times I'd have done? I'm a scoop-it-boop-a-doodler, and I come from Memphis, Tennessee. Scoop-it-boop-a-doodling's hard to find. It'll run your mama crazy, make your sister go blind. I'm a scoopy-boopy-doodler from Memphis, Tennessee. I'm a scoopy-boopy-doodler, Lord, it's plain to see. Scooby-Booba-Doodle in my young days, Scooby-Booba-Doodle in my old days. Scooby-Booba-Doodle's all I crave, gonna follow me to my grave. I'm a Scooby-Booba-Doodler, and I come from Memphis, Tennessee. Some folks are a pain in the neck. They say the whole world is wrecked. They squawk about this and they squawk about that, and they're either too lean or getting too fat. So what are you squawking about? 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 Now some of you birds with brain like a sieve, you ought to be glad we're letting you live. Go bump yourself off and forget, and we'll gladly forgive. So what are you squawking about? What are you squawking about? What are you squawking about? You guys that squawk because your cell is small, well, think of the farmer, he gets none at all. Puts his last dime in the crop, 6 months it don't rain a drop. No hay in the shed, no wood in the shed, cattle and horses and kids to be fed. So what are you squawking about? 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 You women who fought to get your equal rights, well, you cut off your hair and stayed out at night. Go on and drink all you please, and smoke till you're weak in the knees. When you walk down the streets and no one tips a hat or gets up to give you a seat, well, what are you squawking about? 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 Now what are you squawking about? You folks may think a song is rot, well maybe you're right and maybe you're not. You folks can think as you please. You can call me a big hunk of cheese. But after all is said and done, here's a saying that never was wrong. If the shoe don't fit, well, don't put it on. So what are you squawking about? What are you squawking about? This style, blues, like colored people play. Called a Highland Tomcat. I wrote this one myself. I'm a Highland Tomcat. I've been howling all night long. I wonder why tomcats feel so lonesome. All them pretty Persians done gone. I'm a Highland Tomcat, baby. Loud to cut a hole deep down in the ground. When you see the boy on my back, you can say no more miles around. I'm a Highland Tomcat. I've been howling all night long. Well, I'm going back tonight, baby. I'm gonna howl like I ain't never howled before. When you hear me howling, claws ringing on your back door. Say, scratch that, mama, Lord, I just wants to scratch some more. Go down in the bellon, put your money in your shoe, 'cause the women in the bellon, man, they sure won't do. Oh, sweet mama, your daddy's got them deep bellon blues. preacher that preach a Bible through and through. He went down in deep Bella nights drinking homebrew too. Oh, sweet mama, daddy's got them deep Bella blues. There was a time yeah, there was a time Lord, I didn't know your name. But now to me, Lord, 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 whoa, Lord, it's all the same. Now you're gone and I can't worry. Lord, I'm sitting on top of the world. Whoa, yeah, now she gone. Lord, Lord, Lord. Lord, I'm sitting on top of the world. Well, I had a little girl, she's little and low. Well, she used to love me, but she don't no more, and she had to step it up and go, yeah, man. So he can't stand dirty, cause the sure got to step it up and go. Had a little girl, and her name was Ball. When you give her a little taste, she'd want it all. She had to step it up and go. Yeah, man. They can't stand dirty, cause they sure got to step it up and go. Had a little girl, she's long and slim. When she started to whoop it, well, it's too bad, Jim, she had to step it up and go. Yeah, man, she had to step it up and go. Well, you can't stand dirty, cause you sure gotta step it up and go. front door shut and the back door too. Well, the blinds pulled down, what you gonna do? You gotta step it up and go, yeah, man. My baby walking down the streets, we was meeting everybody but the chief police. We had to step it up and go. Yeah, but it can't stand dirty, cause you sure got to step it up and go. From Memphis down to New Orleans, she could check a little shimmy like a sewing machine. Yeah, wiggles and she wobble from her hips on down, and she can make a jackrabbit hug and hound. Yeah, she got the power of a tonic and the charm of a queen. Yeah, she does a good old boogie and she does it mean. Oh, Peter, Paul, Son, Simon, Cain, and Abel, she knocked the top off of Grandpa's stable. Cutest little thing for miles around. She's the kind of girl turn you down for down. Well, I put my arms around her with a gentle grace, and I do the little girl to the proper place. Well, a lip to lip, then a nose to nose, and a flippity flop, and away she goes. You know, I told you I worked in the medicine show, and now this is a song that I made up on the medicine show. But before I start off, I want to tell you a joke. Said this guy was walking along a railroad track. He seen a crowd of people, and when he walked up there was a train had run over a little dog and just cut it all to pieces. Wasn't nothing but a little piece of his tail laying there wiggling. This woman was just crying up a storm over a little pet. And the other people's gangs around, you know, pitying her. And he said, wait a minute. He said, please don't worry and grieve about that. I said, I'll take care of it. So he picked up that little piece of dog's tail, and he wrapped it up and poured some of that liniment like he was selling on it. Said in about 10 minutes, there was a new dog. Wasn't a thing in the world the matter with him. Said in about that time, the cops come along and seen him, and they arrested him. He said, well, what charge you got on him? Arresting me just 'cause I healed this dog. He said, retailing dogs without license. Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, call pot dodgers and little rabbit twisters. Step right around closely. You're now about to be introduced to Dr. Doniger, the great medical menagerist of the world. Now we have a wonderful hair tonic on the market here this afternoon. It's guaranteed to grow hair on the doorknob in 30 minutes. So we have a letter here from a gentleman way up in Ohio. And this letter reads, Dear Sir, after drinking just 2 bottles of your hair tonic, my hair is coming out very nicely. Time I drink 2 more, I think it'll all be out. Now we have a wonderful soap we sold when we was here before. Here's a gentleman here that bought a bar of it. He took a bath in it. He found 4 suits of underwear he didn't even know he had. Yeah, man, it brings the dirt. It's some lather. Gonna rain, and it ain't gonna snow, and it ain't gonna rain no more. How in the world can the old folks tell? It ain't gonna rain no more. Well, last night and night before, there's 24 robbers at my back door. Well, I asked them in, and I knocked them in the head with a rolling pin. Well, it ain't gonna rain, and it ain't gonna snow, and it ain't gonna rain no more. How in the deuce can I water my goose if it ain't gonna rain no more? Well, but if I puts on the wings of gold, June bugger wings of flame. Well, the bed bug has no wings at all, but he gets there just the same. Well, rich gal uses cold cream, and a poor gal does the same. My gal uses none at all, but you can smell her just the same. Well, it ain't gonna rain, and it ain't gonna snow, and it ain't gonna rain no more. How in the heck can I wash my neck if it ain't gonna rain no more? I used to do it, but I can get it clear without my teeth as a goose. That's the goose. And then there's a crow. You know what a crow is. Then there's this old dog go. Then there's a duck. I don't know if I can Get the chicken or not. Nice singing. Now let's see if I can imitate a lady crying. I used to smoke pretty much anything that you could think of, but like I said, I had my teeth in, and that's it. That, oh boy, that plays a big part in it. My sweet farm girl, she's the jolly of my time. My sweet farm girl is the jolly of my time. She knows I know how to keep her satisfied. So early in the morning, I put her back to bed. So early in the morning, I put her back to bed. I raise her hose, I keep her lawn all wet. I shake her fire, then I kick her ashes down. I shake her fire, Lord, I kick her ashes down. We eat our breakfast, then to ride on back to town. I trim her hedges, I clean out her backyard. Trim her hedges, clean out her backyard. She loves her daddy because I work so hard, such work. I keep her garden all free from bugs and weeds. Keep her garden all free from bugs and weeds. I plow her land and then I sow my seed. Honey, you don't know my mind. I'm lonesome all the time. Born to lose, a drifter, that's me. When I see that I can't win, I'll be checking out again. Yeah, you don't know my mind today. I've been a hobo and a tramp, that ain't no lie, boy. My soul has done been stamped. But gal, you don't know my mind today. When you think I'm sweet and kind, I can love 1,000 times. But gal, you don't know my mind today. I got love just like your telephone. I can turn it off, but gal, I can turn it on.